Hello everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Staying safe today. Yeah. I laugh because I just glanced back there and I saw that big giant peep stuffed animal. I don't know how they keep getting in my videos. I'm sorry, it's my daughters. She's got two of them. That one's name's Meepers, I think. I don't know. Anyways, he came from Walmart, in case anybody wants to know. So he's going to stare at us the entire time. Anyways, so I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to try something new on my channel. Hey, if it doesn't work, to promote my tutorials more. Because a lot of people, they don't have their notifications turned on to receive notifications of my videos. For some reason or another, maybe they're at work and they can't be interrupted. You know, stuff like that. Or they just, I put on too many videos and they don't like it. Whatever the reason is, most of the time, people that don't have their notifications on don't get notified of tutorials. They get notified of videos of me talking in front of the camera like this, or talking about yarn and stuff like that. Because, you know, in the end of it, those are the most popular ones, me talking about yarn. Over time, tutorials, you know, they gather more views over time, but no, not at the beginning. They don't. So I thought I would do like by tutorials from the past 10 days, you know, for those of you, you know, don't catch them, or maybe you missed some of them, or maybe I put too many videos on that day and YouTube didn't notify you. You know, a lot of things could happen, or maybe you've seen every single one of these. But you know what? It's worth a watch. So I'm going to start back from 10 days ago, and I'm going to show you the tutorials that I've done 10 days ago until now, and that way. And I'll put links to all of them in the description box and in the comment section. It'll be the very first comment from me. I'll pin it to the top. It'll be links to every single one of these tutorials that I've done in the last 10 days. All right, so I'll try to do this every 10 days to give those who maybe missed them an opportunity to check them out, or those of you that already heard about them, well, I still hope you watch. Okay, we'll start with the first one from 10 days ago. This is called the Simple Ripple. All right, it's the Ripple style blanket. Very simple, very easy, and very beginner friendly. You can use any type of yarn you'd like. I do give you the stitch multiple, and you can make, you don't have to make a blanket out of this. Actually, you can make a beautiful scarf, a beautiful top, anything you want to make with it. It's just a throw blanket here in the tutorial. But remember, anything you want to make with it, you can make. All right. So the Simple Ripple. This was from 10 days ago. All right. And up next was a rectangle wrap. Beautiful one, might I add, as well. Now this is also, I give the stitch multiple, so you do not have to make this a wrap. You can use this stitch for whatever you want. But it's beautiful, beautiful rectangle, and it's sparkly. You can use whatever yarn you want, though. Of course, I always say that. Rectangular wrap. See that? Beautiful, beautiful stitch. Remember, use it for whatever you want. You use it. That's why I always give the multiple of all my videos. If there is a multiple to be given, I will give it. Some things I can't give multiples for because some projects have multiples. You know what I mean? So I can't do it that way. But if it's a single multiple, yes, I definitely give it. So you can change this wrap into whatever you'd like. So this was this is called the Perfume from Paris wrap. All right, that's from the song Killer Queen, Freddie Mercury. You know I like to name my stuff after him. All right, up next was a stitch tutorial. I like this a lot. I really thought it would do better than what it did, but I think it's gorgeous. This is the walnut stitch. I think people might think that it's hard, but it's not. It's not hard at all. It's a beautiful, beautiful stitch. Now, this is a stitch tutorial. I do them quite a bit on my channel. I have a lot of them in a playlist. You know, and you can make anything you want to make out of this. It's a nice thick piece of fabric. It's so pretty. All it is a lot of front post double crochet and back post double crochet. And then you got this one drop double here. That's super easy. I think it's a drop double. It could be a drop triple. It looks like a double though. Yeah, drop double I think. But yes, so this is the, remember, it's just the stitch tutorial, walnut stitch tutorial. Alright, links to all this stuff below. What did I do after that? What was next after that? Well, there's some yarn videos and whatnot. Hoo-hoo, it's another ripple. Now, this was the final ripple in my Ripple Blanket series. If you are interested, Ripple / Chevron. This was the last one. I started a new series now. I'm going to have series on my channel now. Series, you know, of different things. I will put all these in a playlist, all the ripples. And remember that you don't have to make them blankets. You can make them anything that you want. I give you the multiple of every Ripple and Chevron blanket that I have made on my channel. But this one is called All Ripped Up. Isn't that pretty? Yep. Now remember, this is a throw, but you use this stitch if you don't want to make the throw for whatever your heart desires, because it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. This particular throw was made with 5 different colors, but you do it however you want. You do you, right? On Bagoday, you always do you. We always do ourselves. So, all ripped up. Make it a throw, make it a scarf. Make it a top, make it a skirt. Make it whatever you'd like. But, show me on Facebook, okay? Whatever you make out of it. There's a link to that below in the description box. Okay, up next was, okay, that was the end of the Chevron Ripple series. Remember, I will put them all on a playlist eventually here. Then I started my new series. About 5 days ago. And it is my Doily series. Now, I don't use thread anymore. I used to use thread all the time. I can't do it anymore. So I made doilies out of a little like 3-weight yarns and whatnot. But you can use thread. I mentioned that in the video. You can use thread or you can use 3-weight yarns. It doesn't really matter. Doilies don't have to be made out of thread. A lot of people think that, but that's just not true. So this is the first doily I made of my new series, the Doily series, which I will put in a playlist as well. This is called the Parlor Room Doily. It's very pretty. It actually looks better when it's lace flat. Maybe I should show you how to starch a doily, you know, to keep it stiff. But anyways, this is the Parlor Room Doily. This one is made with a 3-weight. I have a tail I did not hide. Oh, that's embarrassing. It happens, so, you know. So this is made with a 3-weight yarn. When you see the picture, it's actually laid out flat. And these are ruffled all around it. It's a very pretty doily. Very pretty. And you can use it for whatever you like. Use any size yarn that you want. Gosh, this is just a bad example of it right now. It's really pretty. Go check it out. Look at the picture. It's better in the picture because it's laying flat. It's not like hanging down. But anyways, the Parlor Room Doily. The first of my doily series. Alright. Okay, up next, right after I got done making that, I rolled over and did another doily. This is the butterfly doily. I actually have another butterfly doily I did maybe a couple years ago. This is another one. This is a different one. So this one, as you can see, is made with the antennas. Yeah, I need to starch these. Are made out of beads. You don't have to do that. This is made with the top leaves are made with a pineapple stitch. And then he's got his body and the bottom leaf. I made 2 of these. This one is done in variegated, and then the one that you see that I make in the tutorial is done in a solid sparkly red. It's very beautiful. You can see the stitches a little better on this one. So you see that pineapple. Now this was made, these are both made with 3-weight yarn. I've seen people on Facebook making them with all different weights. I saw some in thread, and my gosh, were they adorable. They're like super tiny, or you know, little tiny butterflies. These measure, I think, about 15 inches maybe. I can't remember. You'll have to watch the video. Hopefully you watch it. But yeah, I'm holding it up right because the antennas, the beads I put on it are kind of heavy, And the doily needs to be blocked and starched, but yes. Look this up too, because me holding up these doilies do not do them justice. You know, they look better laid flat. So, yeah, so this was the butterfly doily, the second of my doily series. But I have other doilies on my channel. I'll put them in the playlist as well. Okay. Remember, this was the last 10 days of videos. Up next, after that, I did a stitch tutorial. Okay. This was the solid wave stitch. So I did a tutorial and taught you how to make this stitch right here, which is extraordinarily beautiful. And I called it the perfect stitch. It's so easy. All it is double crochets. It's solid and it has texture. It's a 1-row repeat and the same on both sides, dubbed the perfect stitch. But it is called the solid wave stitch. Isn't that pretty? Yes, it's pretty. I like it. So all the information about all these tutorials that I'm showing, yarn and all that stuff, will be in the beginning of the video, and the stitch multiple. So you can use this stitch for whatever you want. Think of the possibilities for that. You can't even see through that stitch. That is nice. I like that stitch. I like it. And you know what? As solid as it is, I wouldn't even consider it being a yarn eater, considering it's just all double crochets. And they're not really done in any, like, they're just done in a manner which gives it a kind of a little bit of a 3D look there, a textured look. But it's the same amount of double crochets, you know what I mean? You have to watch the tutorial and see how easy it is. So it's kind of just like doing rows of double crochet, but you do them in a certain way that gives them that texture there in that wave. I love this stitch. That's beautiful. All right, what was next now? Okay, next up was the Bavarian stitch rectangle blanket. All right. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's a beauty, isn't it? This was up next. Look at that. So this is a rectangle. It's not a square. And it is the Bavarian stitch. And you can do it. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. I know it looks hard, but it's not. And you can make this as big as you'd like to make it. So it starts right here in the center, and then you just work around like this. So you just continue to work around or rectangle style, I guess. You go and around, but rectangle wise, until you get to your desired size. And then I tell you what row to end on, and it makes its own shell stitch edging. Just cut it's a 2-row repeat. Extremely easy to do. You got this. You got any of these. You can do any of these. I'm confident in you. And I'm confident in my teaching abilities. And I know that you can do any one of these tutorials that I've shown you. But my gosh, this is a pretty, pretty Bavarian stitch rectangle. Isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? Now it's not crooked. It's just the yarn I use switch colors up in there. Oh, it's an ombre, so it kind of switched mid-row, making that center rectangle look crooked. It's not. So yes, look for that one too. Let's see what was next after that. I don't know how many I've showed. Okay, I got one more. Only one more. I've already showed 9. Well, where's that last one? Where's the one? Let me find it. Just one second. Here it is. All right. This is my newest one. Nobody likes it. Nobody's watching it. I put it on last night. Today's 3/21/2024. Actually, I put it on early in the morning because, you know, I never sleep. I stay up all night. And I put it on early in the morning. It's not doing too hot, but it is a doily. It's the 3rd doily in my doily series. It doesn't really have a name. It's just an easy round crochet doily, all right? It's got popcorn stitches in it. Extremely easy. If you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how. And then the rest is just a bunch of double crochets, and so it's popcorns up here. It's so pretty. Look at that. Again, it needs blocked and starched, and then it would be like I'll do a video on how to do that one day. Show you how to, you know, starch a doily and whatnot. It's not something I like generally like to do but I can do it for the purpose of education because I like to teach crochet and anything about it. So, and yes, that has, when you're doing doilies, you know, starching or any way, it doesn't have to really even be starched. This ways to make it stiff is something that is educational, especially for doilies. And it's useful for things like baskets as well. So yes, this is the newest one. I put this on actually, yeah, in the middle of the night. So it was today actually, just extremely early in the morning. It was early in the morning. So that was my tutorials for the last 10 days. I've been trying to push out as many as possible. Now, if you don't, you know, aren't drawn to any of these, I understand. I sure do hope that you still maybe, you know, just turn them on and maybe just let them play. Kind of helps me out. For all the time I did spend, a lot of, you know, these doilies, a lot of them are like an hour-long videos. And, you know, the teaching it, the Bavarian stitch, over an hour. You know, and the other ones 30 minutes and stuff like that. So, you know, that's just doing teaching the tutorial. That's not even the time, you know, it took me to crochet and design. I'll tell you what, as simple as this was, the entire video I did wing. I usually do wing a lot of my stuff. This one was wing. Like, I just went for it the whole time, so it is what it is. But I thought it turned out pretty nice for it being like totally 100% just, I wung it at the row. I started at the row and I'm like, you can hear me in the video going, thinking about what I was going to do next, you know. But yeah, that's generally what happens. Just usually wing them. But anyways, if none of them appeal to you, I sure do hope, like I said, you just turn it on, and even if you don't want to make it, let it play. You can throw me in a corner or something. Turn me on mute. Because that really, really helps me out. And also, you know, it helps out where YouTube will serve it to more people that maybe are not, you know, subscribed and they want to learn. It will reach people like that. The more people that watch the video, the more YouTube will be like, hey, that video is getting some views. Let's serve it to people who are interested in crochet, but that's not subscribed to this person. So that's kind of how that works. But you don't have to watch them if you don't want to, of course not. But I hope that you at least liked one of them. If not, hey, I got more on the hook. And don't forget about that crochet along, and that's coming on. I'm crocheting along. It's coming. It's coming. Remember, I did say it would take me some time because I got to do other videos in between. Not mention all that yarn content. People really like to talk about yarn. And I really like to talk about it with you guys. So anyways, yes, that, I'm not certain the release date on that crochet along, but it is, like I said, coming along. I'm crocheting it along. But I promise it'll be out sometime this year. I promise that. When, I don't know. But yeah, sometime this year. And yeah, I will probably start on another tutorial right now. So I can have my next 10 days of tutorials. How many did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 and 10 days. Well, I don't consider that too dang bad, considering, you know, all things considered. That's all I ever do is videos for YouTube. Next week I'll try to have 10. How about that? But if I don't, or in 10 days when I do it again, I'll try to have 10. If not, I hope that you're happy with what I have. I do have some company coming soon, so I probably won't be able to put on any for a couple days. Yeah, I probably won't have 10 next time, but we'll see. I'll see you guys on my next video, okay? I hope you enjoyed this. All right? Bye, guys.